friends, Monique here, Pet and People photographer with my daughter Amber. We are on a cross-country road trip. She is going from the upper left down to the lower right. Pick me up in Denver along the way. So we've been on the road for a few days. Right now, we're in beautiful Knoxville, Tennessee. It is a little bit rainy, but it's nice and warm. And on our drive here, we thought, let's give a little bit of insight of what it was like for Amber to grow up with a photographer. Right, Amber?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to show you around some of the property as we chit-chat about all these fun memories. Welcome, Amber.
Hi.
Wow, this property is just gorgeous. It's actually part of Amber's ancestry, so that's fun. It's called the Blue Mountain Mist Inn and Cottages. We're super lucky and excited to be staying here. Yeah. We walked around the property in the rain, and we met the cat, we met the dog, there's all kinds of birds, we saw some giant bullfrogs. It's been great.
Yeah.
So we brainstormed a ton of things that we wanted to talk about today. First of all, be sure to paw the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you don't miss an episode. Today is one of those episodes of insider tips, I would have to say. Yeah. So this is my daughter Amber, as we said before. Hello. And we brainstormed all these ideas on the way here of things that she may have learned or experienced growing up with a photographer. Yeah. We have a lot of notes. Some of it is just reminiscing. Yeah, which is really fun. And some is just things that she's learned growing up around a photographer. It's kind of surprising how you just kind of autopilot certain things.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, just things that you picked up along the way. Yeah.
Yeah, like framing your picture.
What do you mean by that?
So making sure you're not cutting off any limbs or any major part of whatever you're trying to take a picture of.
Yeah. She showed me some Instagram. I said, what do you mean? And she showed me, I'm like, oh, cutting off their arms, that's not a good idea.
No.
All the arm or none of the arm.
Exactly.
So what else would you say?
Playing with lighting, I would say, and the focus of pictures.
Like where you focus the subject?
Yeah.
Or the actual focusing?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of have learned how to find the light.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So what would you say like a day like today is? Is this a good day for photography or a bad day?
Well, minus it being away, I'd say it was a good day.
Yeah.
Because the clouds kind of diffuse all the light, makes it less harsh.
Yeah, and you just know that.
Yeah.
From working with me. So although it's rainy, we have found this nice dry spot, and this would be gorgeous for photos.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There.
Oh, I know one of the things that Amber knows really well is posing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's
Strike
been pose. If you've ever seen the TV show How I Met Your Mother, Barney, right?
Yeah.
Barney. He never takes a bad picture. He knows when a camera's coming out. That is Amber.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always smiling.
Always smiling. So as soon as you get a camera out, she's like, jeez. Yeah. Amber's just been my model for so long. It's so great. Probably one of the things I should start off saying is that Amber didn't always like her picture taken.
No.
Although as probably a late teen on, she's been a model for me quite a few times, and we'll talk about that. She did not like it in the beginning.
Nope. And I don't remember when the flip happened. Maybe around early high school or late middle school, and before that I would just run from the camera.
She literally ran. I have pictures of her running down the hall to get away from the camera and putting her little tiny hands out like, no.
Or pouting by the fence. Or
Pouting, yes. I do actually, if I can find this, I'll put it in this video. I have a picture of us on a bike ride, and Mount Hood is in the background, and Amber's scowling. She actually has never liked bike riding.
I was going to say that was mostly probably because I didn't want to be biking.
And she's little, but I named it Beauty and the Beast. And So the mountain is like beauty, and Amber's like, right? I don't want to do this, and I don't want to pose for a picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, then one day things just flipped, right? I don't know what happened. Like all of a sudden you're okay with having pictures taken.
Yeah.
And you learn quick.
What if it happened right around the same time social media happened?
Oh.
I bet there's a connection there.
Oh my, it could be. It could be. Yeah, we did so many awesome modeling sessions. But you know what, Amber? I think we should go to another part of the property, don't you?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go explore. Let's find something. Yay, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay. We're back. We took a little walk around the property. We tried to be outside, but the rain started up again. Kitty, hi, honey. On our walk over here, we started thinking about, really, what was that switch that she said, yeah, sure, I'll be in front of the camera. And it could have been when she picked up the camera herself.
Yep, at the camera club. Because around that same time, they would have monthly-ish meetings for different stations that had like models or other props that you could learn different techniques. And I would model there as well.
Yeah.
So right around when I was trying to learn how to use a camera was when I was started to be interested in being in front of the camera as well.
Yeah, and that had to be about middle school.
I think so.
Yeah. And I distinctly remember she won an award for a photograph of a snake that she took. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
So it must have been middle school.
So maybe it was about when she started picking up the camera that she started modeling as well. That's making more sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Really from there, Amber did tons of modeling for me. And that's probably where she learned how to pose instantly.
Yep.
Yep, yeah. Ding, ding.
Yep.
What's one that comes to mind for you?
Definitely the 1940s shoot. We spent a whole day. We went to the local beauty school and got our hair and our makeup done, and we got outfits picked out and everything, and we were able to not rent, but we went into like this historic building downtown Vancouver where that was a winery at the time, and we gave them our digital copies of the pictures and they let us use the place for free, and so it was a big operation for us.
Yeah. It was you and two friends.
Yep.
And at least 2 outfits each,
Yes.
I want to say. Yeah.
Yep.
And my sister was there as an assistant as well. And we did some of all 3 of you, some individual. We used that whole entire old Victorian house.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that one.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest operation we really had. Yeah, I think the second biggest one is the one we did a couple years ago when you're out in Washington with my friend and I down at Fallen Leaf Lake. Just because it was super flooded at the time, and so we're actually in the parking lot, but we were in the water.
It was very flooded.
Yeah, we put a table and chairs out in the water, and we were in these fancy dresses, and we had our makeup and our hair done, and we were in a grungy lake.
Yes, and it was November.
It was really cold.
So it was also cold. But we had seen one picture on Pinterest.
Yep.
That's what started it all. That's probably a little tip for all of you.
Yeah, looking for inspiration, just go online. All it takes is one picture.
It does. And from that one picture, and it was just a picture of someone sitting on a stool in a lake or a body of water. And we thought, we could do that. And we did a whole afternoon of it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yes, I had somebody's rubber boots. And I had my light that I put on a stand in the middle of the lake. So the lake could get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite the operation.
When we go big, we go big. We commit.
That's right, that's right. Another memory of mine is I do a lot of stock photography, and I did a lot more then. iStock / now Getty. They had a whole gathering of people about 4 hours from me near Seattle. And it was in the summer, and I said, oh, Amber, you could be one of the models. There really needs some more models. And she said, okay. And she was...
Like I do.
And it happened to be one of those weekends, one of those rare weekends, it was 100 degrees.
So hot.
Super, and we were camping.
Camping and posing with live animals, so their body heat. Like, I think at one point they put me on one of those big Clydesdale horses.
Yes.
And it was just so hot. Like, I'm surprised none of the models passed out.
Yeah, because it was just your basic fresh farm kind of thing. They did farm to table dinners.
Yeah.
I was one of many photographers, and Amber was one of many models. And I'll always kind of be a little bit jealous that another photographer got a picture. You tell him.
Okay. So I posed with some goats, and a couple photographers came over and took my picture, and some company bought it online, and now I'm on the cover of everybody's go-to goat book, How to Raise Goats, and it's in every single feed store, and that book haunts me for everywhere I go.
It's in Lowe's, it's a Home Depot.
You can get it on Amazon. FFA approved. It's the goat book.
The goat book. Do you know how to raise goats?
Oh yeah, I know nothing about goats.
She knows nothing about goats. But she's so famous. People at work have said, is this you?
Oh yeah.
Her friends around the country will find it. Is this, Amber, I found your book.
Last year at our White Elephant gift exchange at work, it was one of the gifts.
It was?
Uh-huh, yeah, my chief got it.
Now, Amber didn't earn a lot of money.
No.
But what did you get?
Either coffee or food.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime I was your assistant, you would pay me and either take me out to fancy coffee or some kind of snacky food or...
Yeah.
And that was more than enough for me.
Yeah.
I was like, yahoo!
Yeah. And
excited.
You had pictures for social media and yeah. You know what I remember now about the 1940 shoot?
What?
It was on March 14th.
Pie Day!
Oh!
Yeah, because we went out to pie afterwards.
And you were the one who's like, Mom, it's pie day. We have to get pie.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Got paid in pie that day.
Paid in pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're going to walk down to the plant room, they call it here at Blue Mountain Mist Inn and Cottages, and continue from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are in our final segment of the show.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks Amber for being on the show.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yay. We've got one more segment here, but if you're enjoying this, be sure to hit the like button if you like it. Stop and paw the subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss any of these fun episodes. Yeah. And do you have a fun memory of your photography journey? We would love to hear it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Type it down in the comments. We all want to know. This has been kind of a fun memory lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to fast forward a little bit to the young adult years, which is now.
Yeah, that's now.
Yeah. Tell us more, like, what's your view of photography now as an adult?
I feel like I probably value like printed photos and actually documenting big life moments more than the normal person, I guess.
Yeah, I think one of the things people talk about a lot in professional photography is that people don't print their images.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So every couple months I'll go through all my favorite pictures on my phone or computer and I'll print them all off at just like Walgreens or, you know, something not super high quality or anything, but if you go into our house, you'll just see printed pictures all over the house. We have like little frames on the wall where you can like clip your picture in, and
Aww.
they're always rotating. And so I think the value of printed pictures, not enough people print their pictures anymore.
Yeah. 6 or 7 months ago, you had a big day.
Yeah, back in September, I got married.
Aww. And what was one of your big requirements for the wedding?
I did not want to go cheap on a photographer. That was the one thing that was mine to splurge on.
Yeah. So what was that journey like to find the photographer that was right for you?
It was really hard because I would go online and I would critique all their work and I was like, well, it's not really my style. So style is a really hard thing too. To find, each photographer has their own style, so you have to shop around a lot. And it took me forever to find a photographer I actually liked. That was available.
Oh my gosh, because that's the first thing you started looking for.
Yes, yeah, I was a photographer.
A photographer and a venue.
Yep.
Because those book so quickly.
Yeah, because you have to book the venue so you know what day So then you can tell your photographer and see if they're available. But I mean, the one I went with is amazing, so.
Yeah, you had a really great photographer. I was not the photographer for her wedding.
Nope, I don't think you even brought your big camera.
I didn't, no. I had
purpose.
my cell phone. Yeah, I had my cell phone, but we knew the photographer and her assistant would get all the moments. They had lots of meetings. And you're super happy with the images, right? Yeah, and talking about printed pictures, I haven't seen it yet because you're moving across the country, so it's packed.
Everything's packed.
Yeah, everything's packed. But you got an album, right?
Oh yeah,
and a little box, a glass box. Yeah,
a glass box that has all of the prints. Well, there was a lot more that fit in the box, but so we could rotate them through the box. But it's a huge box that sits on your coffee table. It's really cute.
So pretty. How else do you use photography?
I have a little Polaroid picture or camera that we initially got for our guest book at the wedding. So as people came into the venue, you get your picture taken and you put it on this little paper and you write a note. And we had a lot of film left over, so I've actually been having a lot of fun with that. And I take it everywhere I go and I get at least one picture. So on this road trip every morning, or once a day, I wouldn't say every morning, once a day I take a picture and I write what day it is for the journey, and I do that a lot.
Yeah, it's been really fun. Yeah,
I bring it to all sorts of parties too. It's usually a huge hit at parties because people like having a physical instant picture.
It's fun. Yeah. It's really fun. We went to Grand Ole Opry in Nashville yesterday, and we took it with us. We took it with us, and so I have this pink plastic camera with Amber out front of the Grand Ole Opry, and I'm looking through the tiny, tiny viewfinder, and then she's Sharpied with a pink Sharpie on the bottom of the print, what it was, and those will all go in a scrapbook. Yeah, our last cross country, 4 years ago-ish, we did something similar. We took pictures with our phone every day, and then we printed those.
Yeah, you made me a scrapbook, and there's actually a good chunk of pages at the end of the scrapbook that I'm going to put all the Polaroids in from this road trip. I think the cover says Epic Road Trip.
Yes, that was Epic Road Trip.
Epic Road Trip.
Amber's first cross country. So we did commemorate it with photos, and we printed them, which is really fun, and this one with the Polaroid's extra fun.
Yeah.
I love that kind of analog. Yeah. We're on our final segment of today's episode, and I think Amber has kind of a cool parting thought. Do you want to share that with us?
Sure. So even though I know how to make a good picture and stuff like that, I really stress not making everything I put on social media perfect. I try to make it more realistic. I do some editing to kind of brighten it up or make the colors more of what I saw, but I don't go overboard with editing or anything like that. I just try to make it more of a realistic, this is my life, social media.
Yeah, it's really real life, and I really like that. I appreciate that, especially someone in their 20s, feeling comfortable to do that and being an example for other people. Look, just do your thing.
Yeah, whatever. I think that's part of the reason I really like the Polaroid is whatever you capture is what happened in real life. Don't try to make it this inaccurate thing for other people to try to live up to, which is not realistic,
Yeah. That's a really good point about the Polaroid.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't edit those.
Nope. I like the finality of just taking a picture and then be okay, I don't think it's perfect, but I really like it.
Yeah, we didn't retake any of those. We took extras.
Yeah, there's a couple we took two just so you could each have one or something.
Yeah.
But
Aw. Well, thanks, Amber, for being on the episode today. Remember to paw the subscribe button and the notification bell.
That's right. Ring, ring.
That's right. Been a blast. This has just really been a blast.
Yeah, and if you have any questions about growing up with a photographer, just type them in the comments and we'll try to answer them.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Amber.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. So thanks, everyone, for being here with us today. And as always, I wish you many woofs, purrs, and TREATS's. Ta-da! Can't do it. This is the last segment. We can do it.
Push through for dessert.
Dessert. Okay.